Hello everyone, welcome back. So we completed trigonometry in the last lecture. Okay, trigonometry means trigonometry and height and distance, the application of trigonometry. The complete portion is completed now. Okay, now students, we will again start algebra. Okay, in algebra we completed the one topic. Okay, pair of linear equations in two variables. Okay, the complete weightage of the algebra in 10th standard is 20 marks. Okay, so we will start the second chapter of algebra, polynomials, today. Okay, if I talk about polynomials, you already know the introduction part of polynomials, about the zeros of a polynomial. Okay, about the remainder theorem, factor theorem in your 9th standard. Also uh, you uh, you have studied about the factorization of polynomials in your 9th standard. Okay, so students, in today's lecture we will be discussing the graphs of polynomial. Okay, the curves of polynomial. Okay, and then in 10th standard the first topic is graphs of polynomial. Okay, and the next topic is going to be the relationship between the zeros and coefficients of a quadratic polynomial, and also for cubic polynomial. Okay, and then the final topic is going to be the division algorithm for polynomials. Okay, so students, let's start polynomials of 10th standard. Okay, let's first revise the basics of polynomials. That means the introduction part of polynomials. What are actually polynomials? Okay, so see, the algebraic expression. Okay, the algebraic expression in which constant variables are there. Okay, but the powers or exponent of the variables should be only positive integers. Okay, they can be it can be zero also, but that is a special case of constant polynomial. But generally we say the power of variable, okay, should be only positive integer. That means it should not be negative, it should not be fraction. Okay students, see the definition of the polynomials. See, polynomial is an algebraic expression which includes constant, variables and exponents. Exponent means powers to the variable. Okay, it is the expression in which the variables have only positive integral powers. Positive integral power means positive integers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. Clear students? Now the next topic is the standard form of a polynomial of degree n. Okay students, polynomials in standard form can be written in this way. Okay, you can see here capital P denotes, capital P I used for denoting a polynomial. Okay, you can denote a polynomial by any capital letter of English alphabet. Okay, and in the bracket x is there. This x denotes the variable of this polynomial. Okay, I am writing this polynomial in variable x. Okay, polynomial in one variable x. Okay, now students, in general form you can see here. See, this denotes one term, this denotes another term. Okay, terms are separated by plus or minus sign. Okay, you can see the powers of variable, that means x. The powers of x, that is n minus 1, n minus 2, are in decreasing order. Okay, so whenever I write the polynomial in standard form, I try to write the polynomial in which the powers of variable is in decreasing order. Okay students, clear? This an is the coefficient of first term, that means x raised to the power n. Now students, very important point, the degree of a polynomial. Okay, the degree of a polynomial is the highest exponent of variable. Okay, in the polynomial the highest एक्सपोनेंट ऑफ वेरिएबल, एक्सपोनेंट और पावर एक ही बात है. फॉर एग्जांपल यहाँ पर जो ये स्मॉल n है, ये यहाँ पर मैंने हाईएस्ट लिया है क्योंकि n माइनस वन ऑब्वियसली n से कम ही होने वाला है और फिर n माइनस टू और कम होने वाला है. ठीक है, तो जो हाईएस्ट x की पावर है वो n है, इसीलिए इसको मैंने कहा द पॉलिनोमियल इन डिग्री n. क्लियर स्टूडेंट्स? आपने ये भी पढ़ा है कि डिग्री के अकॉर्डिंग अगर अपन इसका क्लासिफिकेशन करें, इफ वी क्लासिफाई द पॉलिनोमियल्स बेस्ड ऑन द डिग्री, सो इफ द डिग्री इज 1, द पॉलिनोमियल इज नोन एज लीनियर पॉलिनोमियल. ओके, ax plus b in the standard form. Okay, if the degree is 2, that means the standard form is ax square plus bx plus c. The polynomial is known as quadratic polynomial. If the degree is 3, the polynomial is known as cubic polynomial. Okay, for the degree 4, polynomial is known as biquadratic polynomial, and we generalize for other polynomial. Okay, so students, this is the standard form of a polynomial of degree n. Okay, I guess no confusion in there. Again, students, again let me tell you this a0. This a0 is the constant term, because you can say here, you can see here no x is there, so you can assume that x raised to the power 0 here. Okay, so this is the constant term. Okay, and as I told just in the introduction that, see, for example, px is equal to 2 is written. Okay, so this is denoting a constant polynomial. This is denoting a constant polynomial. Okay, this is a special case. Okay, students. Now, this is the standard form of polynomial. Clear? Now we will be starting the next topic. The next topic is going to be the zeros of a polynomial. Students, listen it very carefully. What is the meaning of a zero of a polynomial? Okay. See, for example, I have written this polynomial. Just see this polynomial px. Suppose I am taking a linear polynomial first. Okay, linear polynomial means the degree is 1. Okay, I am just taking an example of a linear polynomial, that is 2x plus 3. Okay, now students, for what value of x here, this complete expression 2x plus 3 becomes 0. Okay, so that value of x is going to be the 0 of this polynomial, and we know if I just equate this px is equal to 0, अगर मैं px को 0 के इक्वल पुट करूं तो 2x plus 3 is equal to 0, और यहाँ से जब मैं x के लिए इस इक्वेशन को सॉल्व करूंगा तो मुझे मिलेगा x is equal to minus 3 by 2. So this x is equal to minus 3 by 2 will be known as 0 of this polynomial px, because you can check, if I replace x with minus 3 by 2, the value of this polynomial is going to become what? Is going to become 0 only. Clear, students? So 0 of a polynomial is what? The value of x that makes the whole expression, that makes the polynomial equal to 0. Okay, or the polynomial into a 0 polynomial, because 0, if I have written px is equal to 0, so 0 is also a polynomial known as a special polynomial, a 0 polynomial. Okay, and the degree of this 0 polynomial is actually undefined. Okay, students, clear? So in this way we can understand the zeros of a polynomial. Okay, also I would like to tell you one more thing. For a quadratic polynomial, there can be at most 2 zeros. Okay, the polynomial of degree n can at most have n zeros. अगर एक पॉलिनोमियल की डिग्री n है तो उसके मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ जीरोस जो है वो n ही हो सकते हैं. ठीक है, इसको भी हम ग्राफ से और बेटर समझेंगे. ठीक है स्टूडेंट्स, चलिए. The next topic is zeros of a polynomial. So you can see the definition, zeros of a polynomial. If px is a polynomial, then the real number a will be the zero of the polynomial when this pa becomes 0, as I shown. Okay, as I have shown to you, at x is equals to minus 3 by 2. Minus 3 by 2 is a real number. The polynomial px becomes 0. That means p of minus 3 by 2 will equal to 0. Clear, students? We can find the zeros of the polynomial by equating it to 0, as I did in the last question. Okay, now students, if there is a quadratic polynomial, okay, so we will equate the expression equal to 0 and we will find the zeros. Okay, now the next topic we are going to study the zero of a linear polynomial, then its curve. Okay, the geometric meaning of the zero of a polynomial, and from here the 10th class gets started. Okay students, see, geometrical meaning of zeros of polynomial, very important topic. Okay, now we will make the graph of polynomial. Okay, now how to make the graph of the polynomial? It's very simple. See, suppose px is 2x plus 3. Again, I have taken an example of linear polynomial. Okay, now students, if I consider this variable x on x-axis, okay, and this px, because as x gets changed, this px will get changed. Okay, and if I denote the values of this px on y-axis, or I can replace this px as y also. Okay, and if I draw the graph in between x and y, guaranteed I will be getting a straight line, because this is nothing but linear equation in two variables. Okay, so this will be known as the graph of the polynomial. Clear, students? Graph of the linear polynomial is going to be a straight line. Clear? And when the polynomial is quadratic, what shape we are going to get in the graph? Okay, when the polynomial is cubic, that's going to be our discussion. Okay, so let's move further. Okay, the geometrical meaning of zeros of polynomial. Let us start with the linear polynomial. See, here I have written polynomials can be represented graphically. So we will be making the graph of the polynomials very soon. Okay, see students, zeros of polynomial px is x coordinate of points where graph of px intersects x-axis. This is going to be the highlighted point of this class. Okay, very important point. इसको समझे आप. Zeros of polynomial is x coordinate of point where graph of px intersects x-axis. इसको समझते हैं अपन. देखो, अभी मैंने आपको एक एग्जांपल से समझाया था लीनियर पॉलिनोमियल का एग्जांपल. px लिया था अपन ने 2x plus 3. ठीक है, अब एक बात बताओ, अगर मैं px को y एज्यूम करके इस y इज इक्वल टू 2x plus 3 इस लाइन का ग्राफ बनाऊं, अगर मैं इस लाइन का ग्राफ बनाऊं, तो आपको ऐसा नहीं लगता कि ये वाला जो लाइन है, ये जो लाइन है, ये लाइन x एक्सिस को किस पॉइंट पर इंटरसेक्ट करेंगी? जबकि y 0 होगा, और जब y 0 होगा मतलब px 0 होगा, तो यहाँ पर x की वैल्यू क्या आने वाली है? x की वैल्यू -3/2 आने वाली है ना. -3/2 यहाँ कोई पॉइंट मिलेगा मुझे. तो ये जो पॉइंट है, इस पॉइंट का जो x कोऑर्डिनेट है, वही तो इस पॉलिनोमियल का एक जीरो है. दैट मीन्स यहाँ से क्या समझ में आता है? यहाँ से ये समझ में आता है कि किसी भी पॉलिनोमियल का जो जीरो होगा वो कैसे मिलेगा? जब हम पॉलिनोमियल का ग्राफ बनाएंगे तो x एक्सिस पर वो ग्राफ जहां भी कट करेगा, जहां भी इंटरसेक्ट करेगा, उस पॉइंट का x कोऑर्डिनेट, क्योंकि उस पॉइंट के लिए y कोऑर्डिनेट तो ऑब्वियसली जीरो होने वाला है. तो या फिर कह सकते हैं उस पॉइंट इंटरसेप्ट भी टर्म यूज उसी चीज के लिए होती है. अभी मैं डायग्राम में आपको दिखाऊंगा इंटरसेप्ट. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, तो यहाँ से क्या समझ में आया? कंक्लूडिंग पॉइंट क्या निकला? कंक्लूडिंग पॉइंट ये निकला कि अगर आपको एक पॉलिनोमियल का जीरो निकालना है तो आप उसका ग्राफ बना लो, और ग्राफ को आप x एक्सिस पर देखो कहां कट कर रहा है. जैसे ही वो x एक्सिस पर कट करे, उस पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट पर जो x कोऑर्डिनेट होगा वही उसका एक जीरो होगा. क्लियर स्टूडेंट्स? ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है. ठीक है, अब इसको हम समझेंगे कुछ एग्जांपल्स से. ठीक है, सी let me take this example of linear polynomial px is equal to ax plus b. I have written in the general form. Okay, if I want to make the graph of this px is equal to ax plus b, so for that I have to take the values of distinct value of x, and I'll be getting the distinct values of px for that. Okay, now students, let me show you what kind of graph is we going to have. We are going to have the straight line, because this is a linear polynomial. See, this denotes the x-axis. Okay, this denotes the x-axis, and this denotes my y-axis. Clear students? This denotes the origin. Now let me draw the graph of this. That is a straight line. See, this is the straight line. Okay, this is the straight line, the graph of this polynomial. Now students, see carefully this particular point, at which the graph cuts the x-axis. Okay, the coordinate of this particular point is going to be -b upon a comma 0. Okay, you can check. If you put in the place of x -b upon a, you will be getting is equal to 0. So you will be getting px is equal to 0. That means I will say that x is equal to minus b upon a is a 0 of px and is a only 0. Okay, this is a unique 0. A straight line can cut x-axis at only once. Okay, so x is equals to minus ba is 0 of polynomial. Okay, is only 0 of this polynomial. Okay, is only 0 of this polynomial px. Clear students? यहाँ तक समझ में आ रहा है अच्छे से? Okay. Now let's move further. The next topic we are going to take is quadratic polynomial. Okay, the graph of quadratic polynomial. See, quadratic polynomial, the general form is ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, you can see the degree is 2 here. Okay, now students, we are going to draw the graph of this quadratic polynomial. What kind of shape we are going to get? Okay, see, we will be getting parabola. Now parabola is U type shaped. Okay, U like structure. Okay, see, you will be getting upward parabola. Okay, let me see. Let me show you. Here you can see a quadratic polynomial has nil, 1 or 2 zeros. Okay, students, let me explain you what is this. As I told you, a linear polynomial can have 1 zero only. Okay, but a quadratic polynomial can at most have 2 zeros. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा एक quadratic polynomial जो है उसका जो ग्राफ होगा वो x एक्सिस को 2 बार कट करेगा. ठीक है, बट एट मोस्ट 2 जीरोस हो सकते हैं. कम से कम एक भी जीरो ना हो ऐसा भी हो सकता है. ऐसा एक भी रियल जीरो ना हो ऐसा भी हो सकता है. तो ये एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है, इसको आप ध्यान से स्टार पॉइंट बना के याद रखें. जो क्वाड्रेटिक पॉलिनोमियल है, अ क्वाड्रेटिक पॉलिनोमियल हैज nil, nil means no. Okay, a quadratic polynomial has nil, 1 or 2 zeros. तो अगर क्वेश्चन आए कि है ना what are the number of zeros, what are the minimum number of zeros, or what are the minimum number of real zeros a quadratic polynomial can have, so your answer is 0 or no zero. Okay, same meaning. Okay, and what is the maximum number of zeros a quadratic polynomial can have, so your answer is going to be 2 zeros. Clear students? Now this point is very important. A quadratic polynomial has nil, 1 or 2 zeros, either either no zero or 1 zero or 2 zeros. Now what are the cases? Okay, see students, as I just told you, we will get the zero by intersecting the curve with x-axis. Okay, so when the curve will meet x-axis, we will be getting the zero. Okay, when the curve will not meet the x-axis, we will not be getting the zero. Clear students? See, before that, let me tell you when we will get this this kind of curve. This is the upward parabola, and when we will get this kind of curve, that is downward open downward parabola. This is open upward parabola. Okay, if you draw the graph, you will be getting the two kind of shape. This is the open upward parabola and this is the open downward parabola. See, see this one. This denotes the open upward parabola. Okay, when a is greater than 0, you will be getting this open upward. Okay, I have shown with this smiley. Okay, so this is the open upward parabola. You will be getting whenever this a is going to be greater than 0. That means this whenever this a, that means the coefficient of x square is going to positive, you will be getting the open upward parabola. Okay, and when a is lesser than 0, you will be getting this negative front. Okay, that means open downward parabola. Okay, this curve is actually known as parabola. Okay, this is a U type shape, you can see. So let's move further. Now we will be taking the cases. Okay, cases of getting this no zero, 1 0 or 2 0. Okay, you can see the three cases. Okay, in the first case, if you observe, let me take the change in color. See, in this first particular case, you can see this curve, this parabola, this particular parabola is not intersecting the x-axis at all. Okay, this is above on x-axis. Okay, because this is not intersecting the x-axis, we will say this is the case of getting no real zero. यहाँ पर मुझे एक भी रियल जीरो इसका नहीं मिलेगा. ओके, ये एक अच्छा, अगर कोई आपको इसका एक एग्जांपल चाहिए इस केस का जहां पर एक भी जीरो नहीं मिलता है, तो आप देख सकते हो ये एक एग्जांपल है x स्क्वायर प्लस 1. दिस इज अ क्वाड्रेटिक पॉलिनोमियल. ठीक है, अगर आप इसका ग्राफ बनाओगे तो आपको इसका एक भी जीरो नहीं मिलेगा, रियल जीरो. हाँ, आपको इसका इमेजिनरी जीरो मिलेगा, बट वो आगे की बात है. ठीक है, चलो मैं थोड़ा सा आपको इंट्रोडक्शन देता हूँ. जैसे x स्क्वायर प्लस 1 है. ठीक है, ये एक पॉलिनोमियल है. मान लिया मैंने इसको y से रिप्रेजेंट करा, px को मैंने y से रिप्रेजेंट करा. अब इसके जीरोस निकालने के लिए मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा? इसके जीरोस निकालने के लिए मुझे इसको जीरो के इक्वल पुट करना पड़ेगा. तो यहाँ से आप देखो x स्क्वायर की वैल्यू कितनी आई, -1, और x की वैल्यू कितनी आई, स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ -1. ये तो चक्कर पड़ गया. स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ -1, ये तो कोई रियल वैल्यू है ही नहीं, कोई ऐसा नंबर है ही नहीं जिसका कि स्क्वायर -1 के इक्वल हो. ओके, तो आप 11th क्लास में आ जाओ, आप इसके बारे में भी पढ़ोगे. ये एक इमेजिनरी क्वांटिटी है जिसको हम आयोटा से डिनोट करेंगे. ओके, सो यहाँ पर ये चीज कंफर्म है, यहाँ पर x की कोई रियल वैल्यू पॉसिबल नहीं है जो कि इस चीज को सेटिस्फाई करे. क्योंकि x की कोई रियल वैल्यू पॉसिबल ही नहीं है, तो मैं कहूंगा कि इस पॉलिनोमियल का कोई रियल जीरो एग्जिस्ट नहीं करता है. क्लियर स्टूडेंट्स? नाउ सी द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज 1x. अच्छा, ये इंटरसेप्ट क्या होता है? इंटरसेप्ट इज द गिव्स द सेम मीनिंग. ओके, सी in the second case you can see this particular point, the coordinate of this particular point is going to be 2, 0. Okay, so this 2 is going to be known as the x-intercept. Okay, this intercept is nothing but the distance from this y-axis. Clear? This distance is 2. Clear? So 1 x-intercept means 1, 0. Okay, so the only zero of this polynomial is x is equal to 2. Clear students? So this is the case when we get 1, 0. Okay, and the final case when we are getting the 2 zeros. You can see in this particular case we are getting the x-axis, we are getting the curve is intersecting with the x-axis twice. Okay, at x is equal to 1 and also at x is equal to 3. So because this is intersecting the x-axis at 2 times. Okay, so here we will say that there are 2 real zeros. Okay, one zero is x is equal to 1 and another zero is x is equal to 3. Zero will also be stated as roots when we will be studying the quadratic equation. Okay, this is the same thing as we will be studying in the quadratic equation. Okay students, so these three cases denotes the zeros of a quadratic polynomial. Clear students? Again, because these three are open upward, so in these three cases the a is going to be greater than 0. You can see, okay, the value of a is going to be greater than 0 in all of these three cases. Clear? So I hope now it's clear what are quadratic polynomials, what gives the meaning of zeros of a quadratic polynomial. Okay, and how the curve parabola can at most intersect x-axis twice. So there will be at most 2 zeros of a quadratic polynomial, but on the minimum side we will say there can be no real zero. Okay, as I gave you example of y is equal to x square plus 1. Clear students? Remember this thing. Now let's draw the graph of a quadratic polynomial. Okay, see, I have taken one question. Draw the graph of the polynomial fx, x square minus 2x minus 8. Okay, now for making this graph I have to draw a table. Okay, and in this table I'll be putting the value of x randomly from my side. Okay, and I'll be getting the corresponding values of fx, then I'll be plotting this on the Cartesian plane. Okay students, so this is going to be the whole work. When you will join the points you plotted, you will be getting guaranteed a parabola like shape. Okay, And here also if you can check the value of a is +1. You can check the value of a is +1. Okay, the coefficient of x square +1, since a is greater than 0, because 1 is greater than 0. Okay, the shape of this parabola is going to be open upward. Open upward. Okay, positive smiley. Okay, now लेट्स ड्रॉ द टेबल. ओके, यहाँ भी मैंने टेबल पहले ही बना ली है, ठीक है, ताकि टाइम वेस्ट ना हो. अब चेक कर सकते हैं इस टेबल में, जब मैंने x की वैल्यू -3 ली है तो आप देख सकते हैं fx की वैल्यू 7 आ रही है. मैं आपको पुट करके दिखाता हूँ. एट x इज इक्वल टू -3, at x is equal to -3, f of -3, f of -3 means this value is going to be what? See, at the place of x I am writing -3 and I am solving this. Okay, see, -3 square is +9, -2 -3 they will multiply and you will be getting +6. Okay, and it is -8. So 9 - 8 is 1, 1 + 6 is 7. So you just checked when x is equal to -3 the fx is +7. When you put x is equal to -2 in this particular, okay, so you will be getting 0. fx is equal to 0. That means this -2 is going to be the 0 of this polynomial. Okay, students, because at this point the graph is going to meet the x-axis. Clear? Table. Okay, f of -2. You can check -2 square. At the place of x I am putting -2. Okay, it's -2 into -2 and it's -8. So -2 square is +4. It's +4 and it's 8. It's going to be 0. So at x is equal to -2, it is again 0. At x is equal to -2, it's 0, and at x is equal to 2, if you check, okay, you will be getting what? You will be getting -8. Okay, you just check. Clear, students? I guess no confusion. Now the next we are going to plot these points on Cartesian plane. Okay, so let me draw a Cartesian plane. See, suppose this denotes x-axis, this denotes y-axis. Clear, students? Now what you have to do, you have to plot these points. You have to plot these points, and this work I'm leaving on your side. Okay, you have table, it's your work. Okay, plot these points -3, 7, -2, 0, -1, -5. Plot these all points on Cartesian plane. Okay, draw a Cartesian plane in your graph paper. Okay, and then try to join and just check. Okay, the curve you will be getting is the open parabola. Okay, you will be getting this kind of curve. Okay, and these points, these 2 points are going to be what? This point is going to be -2, 0, and you will see this point is going to be 4, 0. Okay, so it's your work. Okay, you will be completing this. Now let's move on the last one, that is a cubic polynomial. Okay, see, let's discuss about the cubic polynomial. Cubic polynomial. See, this is the standard form of a cubic polynomial: ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Okay, now students, a cubic polynomial can at most have 3 real zeros. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा 3 zeros हो सकते हैं, जैसा कि मैंने चैप्टर की स्टार्टिंग में बोल दिया था. a polynomial of degree n can at most have n real zeros. Okay, उसके मतलब n ही उसके मैक्सिमम zeros हो सकते हैं, n number of zeros. Okay, real or complex is a different thing, but can at most have n real zeros. Okay, and if I talk about minimum number of zeros for a cubic polynomial, you must remember the minimum number of real zero is going to be 1. मतलब जब भी आप एक क्यूबिक पॉलिनोमियल लिखोगे तो गारंटीड वो एक बार तो एक्स एक्सिस को इंटरसेक्ट करेगा ही करेगा. ओके, तो क्यूबिक पॉलिनोमियल का जो मिनिमम नंबर ऑफ रियल जीरो होगा वो 1 होगा और मैक्सिमम तो 3 होना ही है. क्लियर स्टूडेंट्स? तो रिमेंबर दिस पॉइंट, क्यूबिक पॉलिनोमियल कैन हैव 1, 2 और 3 रियल जीरोस. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, फॉर एग्जांपल let me take this x cube minus x. Okay, this is a cubic polynomial. No confusion, students. This is a cubic polynomial. Now, if I talk about the zeros of this polynomial, okay, let me take x common. Okay, I am just factorizing this. Okay, and then I will be putting it equal to 0. So it's going to be x square minus 1, and when I use the identity, I will be getting this. Okay, so this is the factorization. Okay, now if I put this equal to 0, so I will be getting the terms. The three terms can be equal to 0. Okay, either x is equal to 0, or x is equal to 1, or x is equal to minus 1. So students, in this particular case, this are going to be the three real zeros of this polynomial x cube minus x. Clear, students? So in this way we can understand this thing, that a cubic polynomial can have at most three real zeros. Clear? Now students, if you will make this graph, you will be getting a zigzag curve. Okay, let me show you. From this diagram, okay, this zigzag curve you will be getting whenever you will make a graph of a cubic polynomial. You will be getting this kind of curve. Okay, you can see because this, in this first case, the curve is meeting the x-axis three times. Okay, here and here. So here I am getting the three real roots. Okay, and in the next case we are getting the two real roots, and in the final case we are getting only one real root, but minimum we will have one real root. Okay, students, so this is for the cubic polynomial. Okay, similarly for a fourth degree polynomial, it can have at most 4 zeros. Okay, now students, in your syllabus not very much detail is there. Okay, the from examination point of view, if I discuss that important topic is going to be start in the next lecture, that is relationship between the zeros and coefficients of a quadratic polynomial. That means what we are going to do in the next lecture. Let me just give you the idea. See, as I told you about the quadratic polynomial, the quadratic polynomial is in this form: ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, now I'll be uh, relating the zeros of this polynomial with this a, b and c. Okay, and we will have numerical questions based on this concept. Okay, students, and that's going to be very interesting. Okay, and also for your board examination, the question comes from that particular topic. From today's class, okay, only 1 or 2 marks question appears. Okay, either question can come in this way, that you are given a graph. Okay, you will see these kind of questions in your NCERT first exercise only. Okay, you will be given a graph. Okay, and by just observing the graph, you have to tell that whether it is a quadratic polynomial or a cubic polynomial, and what are the number of zeros. The basic important thing is what are the number of zeros of that polynomial. Okay, so you just need to check how many times the curve is meeting the x-axis. Okay, that's going to be very important. Clear, students? I hope these all things are clear. Okay, so we will be starting the next topic in the next lecture. Okay, today it was the introduction part of this polynomials. Okay, so मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में. टिल देन टेक केयर, बाय बाय.